without any further ado, let's get into the video. I purposely stayed away from it, you know, like we had talked about earlier, because I wanted to try to give a kind of a live reaction on it. So I avoided it the most I could. So let's pull that bitch up and see what's going on.
All right, let's do it.
Too much, man, and they keep pushing people.
All right, so first off, we got, our ICE agents and our guy, but
Doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people.
Well, pause it. Oh Lord, yeah. Of course, they all strapped up, but it's still holstered, right? Is that that's what you're showing?
Yeah. So
well, let me ask you, what was going on prior to this?
I don't know. I don't think there's many details. I believe they were they were arresting somebody else. And for whatever reason, an altercation started between ICE and this guy. I don't know what the altercation, I mean, I assume we know what it was over, but like how it got to this point, I don't know.
Because I know they did have one still picture that I came across, showed him talking to the agents prior to this. Like, I guess arguing with them or whatever, but it wasn't this heated,
Right.
So I didn't know if they knew what led up to this point.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything at all about it. It
seems like it just got out of hand, and that's where the video started.
Right.
So I didn't know what was going on. Was he blocking anything, or was he just out there getting in their face? I mean, what led them to even put their hands on him?
I saw a post from the Homeland Security's X page, and they basically said that he approached the officers with a firearm.
Really?
And it kind of escalated from there.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, what good was going to come out of that? I mean, I'm assuming they don't mean approach them like in an aggressive manner, pointing.
Yeah, like putting a gun in their face. No, but I guess they were kind of like some irate bystander approached the ICE agents and had a firearm on him, and it just escalated. But like I said, there's not many details, and there's not any videos from even the original arrest, as far as I'm aware. The arrest of whoever they were trying to apprehend prior to this altercation taking place.
Right.
I saw this at a different angle. It was like
there is different videos I did see as I was kind of scanning without really watching any of them. I did see there was multiple angles. That's why I didn't know if there was one that showed what led to this altercation besides this video starting right when they're fighting this guy. But anyway, I don't want to interrupt the video. Go ahead and play it through. I want to see it and see exactly what's going on. So he's definitely not helping the situation at all. But what's going on?
So we're going to pay attention to, we'll call him Tan Coat. All right.
Tan Coat. All right.
All right. Tan Coat has an empty hand. We see it, hand's empty. We'll see it again in a second.
Who is he? Is he an agent?
He is an ICE agent, yes.
Okay.
So we see Tan Coat's hand. It's empty. Yeah. He's going down. He's going to wind up grabbing his leg. He's trying to help his buddies out. He starts getting whopped with a can of mace. Now, Tan Coat has a firearm in his hand.
Is that, man, they record that shit with an Apple? I mean, damn.
Dude. So,
an Apple phone, my God.
We'll play it through and, we'll come back and talk about it, but keep in mind, Tan Coat now has a gun.
So he's got a firearm now. Okay.
Boom. First shot goes off. Tan Coat running away with the firearm. So now, this is seconds after the first shot. Now, this agent, are now pulling out firearms. So I was just kind of going through the video when I was editing it and trying to figure out who shot the first shot. I cannot tell.
They killed him. Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me?
So, damn.
I watched it so many times and I couldn't tell.
But so we don't even know. I mean, did the guy fire at all? The victim, the one who got shot?
I don't believe he did.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he did because before any shots went off, like I said, I'm assuming Tancoat has his gun because he's got no gun here.
Right.
He's got no gun when he reaches down here. And then they tussle. You'll kind of see him reaching around him. And he comes up. Now he's got a gun. Whose gun does he have?
So who?
Like it was in his back, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can only assume that he's got the dead guy's gun in his hand right now because who else's gun does he have? And this is prior to any shots going off at all. No shots are fired at this point.
We'll do this. Let me let's do this here. Boom. Boom. Watch this. Let me see. I'm gonna pull your video down real quick. I got it. All right, let's show this other angle and see if it tells us anything. Just the whistles alone, they almost deserve it. My God.
The fuck, people! The fuck is wrong
So he's
with
underneath
you?
him right. Yeah, you can't see. See, damn. I just can't. It's so hard to tell, man.
The fuck, people! The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
Either.
Damn. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I still think 100% preventable, no matter who's in the right or who's in the wrong, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, you got more in your video you want to break down?
Not right this second on that one, but I did just see another one on X. It's kind of a different angle, a little zoomed in. That looks pretty
Pull
decent.
it up.
We'll see what we can see from
Pull
it.
it up. Yeah, I like what I'm just looking in the chats. You know, Mustache Fabio says just because they took his gun doesn't mean he wasn't trying to grab a cop's gun. That's true.
Absolutely.
That was my initial thought when I watched it was, well, was he reaching? Because that becomes a threat to law enforcement. And I don't know what he was doing. Looks like he was kind of on his hands and knees crawling around. But, I mean, it's just another senseless one that could be prevented by just not acting like idiots out there, really.
Seems like it. So this is him there.
Yeah, that's him, hands and knees. Okay, first shot went off there. So
I know he's got glasses in this hand.
oh, that's him. Okay. Damn, that's a clear shot of him.
He's got something there.
So that agent that ran off with a gun in his hand. I still don't know. Yeah, Tancoat. I still don't know if that's his gun or.
This is him there.
Yeah.
That's old Tancoat. He's yanking something. He yanked the gun off him.
Yeah. Is that what he did?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he took off for a reason. He didn't draw his own gun, turn around, and run off. That would make zero sense. You know what I mean?
Look at him right here. You'll see it.
So
he doesn't get it there, and he's gonna pull it again. There it is.
So he removed the gun from the guy's waistband,
and then
because like I said, it didn't make no sense for him to draw his own weapon and turn around and run.
Boom!
He was getting that gun out of.
Okay, the guy in the green. I'm pretty sure he's the one who fired the first shot.
That's what it looks like.
He could have mistaken that agent taking his gun out. as the guy like got his arm around him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Like, just seeing that gun
Mm-hmm.
and then just natural reaction. I don't know, because he seemed like he had a pretty good view of what was going on. Now I know there's a lot of chaos and a lot of wrestling around, and I don't know. Like, unless the dude was reaching for something, you know. I don't know. I mean, let's see. Glenn in the chat. Yeah, the guy did not get murdered. He got shot because he was, what did he say? He was carrying a fucking gun at a protest and tried to pull it on people. If that's the case, yeah. I mean, I still blame the majority of this on these protesters. I mean, it's hard to keep having sympathy for these people when shit like this happens, you know? It's getting harder and harder because they know the consequences now of being out there fucking with ICE agents that are out there doing a job that they have the legal right to be out there doing. Now, I'm not saying that warrants the death penalty for everybody that's out there acting like an idiot, but these are the consequences. And you know it now. You've seen it happen with Renee Good, and you're still out there. I mean, they swarm in like a pack of wolves, just blocking roads, you know, chanting their nonsense and getting in the face of these officers who, like I said, are just out there trying to do their job. And then boom, something goes sideways, and suddenly, you know, everyone's panicking and acting shocked and horrified. You know, how can this happen? You know, and I mean, it's just troublemakers who can't seem to keep their nose out of this senseless war that they're trying to kick off that they're never going to win. It's crazy, man. Like I said, I can't find ways to sympathize for these people anymore. I just can't. You know, I tried with Renee Good. It was like, damn, that's fucked up. You know, she kind of got, you know, whether her fault, his fault, whatever, you know, she lost her life. And now it's like you out there doing the same fucking thing while you're armed. What makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know that I'd be out there fighting ICE, you know,
not for
up,
this. What are you fighting for? That's, you know, what are you doing? We talked about it before. Like, you're not going to stop what they're doing. They have all the right in the world to be out there doing it.
And they'll still be out there tomorrow.
They'll be out there tomorrow. They'll be out the next day, and you're done. You know, now your ass is gone. All because you wanted to play some social justice warrior out there with a fucking gun, arguing and fighting with ICE agents. It's a battle you're never going to win. You know, they don't know the meaning of, you know, live to fight another day. It's like they better start learning it, because this shit's turning bad. It's getting very fucking ugly, and it's not going to stop here. You know, it's not going to stop because these people refuse to give in at all. You know, they think getting out there and causing chaos is gonna stop something. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I wish they would start releasing some more video, because I mean, like we said at the very beginning, it starts as the altercation's taking place. So what happened before that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I wanted to get at before passing too much judgment is what was going on beforehand. You know, what started this? Now, this one here, this guy, you know, was not a troublemaker. He literally, I see all this, works for the VA, you know, takes care of veterans. I get it. I get it. He may have been a great guy, but he was in the middle of that melee somehow. They didn't just walk up to him and randomly say, hey, we're going to fuck with you. They weren't there to after him. He wasn't an illegal immigrant that they're over there looking for and hunting for. So some reason he put himself in this mix and paid the ultimate price.
Yeah. You know, and like I said, I want more video to come out, because right now I'm not loving, I'm not seeing it as super justified, whether, I mean, it was a smart decision to be fighting with ICE or not. It looks bad. It looks bad.
Especially if that gun was in the back of his waistband, that it looked like is where his hands were in front of him. Pulled that gun from, right? And his hands were in front of him. Did we see at all? Does it look like he's reaching for anything at all?
So his arms are down here. Tan coat's got his hand on his gun right now.
Right.
So that's arm.
So his hands are on the ground. And the guy with the tan coat is getting that gun from, he's getting a gun off of him right now.
Off his back. And he doesn't get it out there. Both his arms, look, there's a hand, there's an arm, and then he yanks the gun out. So now he's unarmed.
Okay. So then where was the threat?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering, to be honest with you. And then the shot goes off. Gun's over here. Whole different person.
Yeah. Damn.
So.
Well, and then we got, look, I just wanted to pull that comment up. I'm a veteran. You people are disgusting, spinning reality. We're not here to spin reality. This is the first time I'm really breaking down this video. I purposely stayed away from it today because we wanted to live stream about it and get a natural reaction. I'm just trying to look through it and see what was going on. My point to it is, if you would not be out there stoking these flames, fighting a war that doesn't need to be fought because these ICE agents aren't doing anything illegal, then none of this would be happening. If they would just go the fuck home, let these people do their jobs, these people like Renee Good and this gentleman wouldn't be losing their lives out there. So, I mean, just looking at that video, it may not have been justified, but he's still dead, fighting for something that you're not going to win. Pick your fucking battles, and this ain't one. None of them need to be out there with this nonsense because they're not stopping it. They're not slowing it down. They're not doing anything. But seeing that video and you pointing out what you did, he didn't look like he was much of a threat.
No. He really did, and he looked like, he was fighting for sure, but, there's 8 ICE officers around him. So once the gun's removed from the situation, how much of a threat can he be?
Yeah. Kristen, are you seeing anything different than that?
No.
It seems that is pretty cut and dry. The guy looks like he's on all fours, and the firearm gets removed, and then they still pop off a few rounds on him. And if that's how cut and dry it is, then yeah, somebody needs to be held accountable for that. Like I said, now he put himself in that position, so I don't agree with that. He shouldn't even been out there, instigating or antagonizing or even arguing with these fucking agents. But just because you argue with them, it doesn't mean they have a right to shoot you. And we all understand that. So that's why the Renee Good one was a little bit more of a on the fence, because she did put that car in motion towards that agent. Doesn't matter what her intentions were. The car started moving. The agent took it as a threat. So that one's a little more kind of like, that could go either way. This one's starting to lean towards they may be in some fucking trouble.
It looks like somebody's going to be in some trouble. Like I said, if it's just, if it's that cut and dry, as it looks right now, somebody's in trouble. For sure. Kyle says he was being pistol whipped in the head while on the ground. He wasn't being pistol whipped. He was being whopped with a can of mace, which I'm sure doesn't feel much better. But their pistols were still up. They were just whacking him with the can.
I like this point by Rob, because we touched on that a few streams ago. It is this leftist, this get these people fired up to go out there and fight these battles, and this is what it's leading to. It's all of this political rhetoric that is being pumped up by the left, and it's not like it's only by the left all the time, but I'm just saying with this situation here with this ICE stuff, these politicians, they're out there calling for them to be in the way. You can go find videos of politicians telling these people to protest, telling them to stand up for these immigrants. And when they go out here, they get fired up, believing that they're doing the right thing because their quote unquote leaders are telling them to do it. And this is what it's leading to. Weak-minded people thinking that they need to be fighting someone else's fight because they're being told to do it. And now 2 people have died doing that. And it hasn't changed a fucking thing. So whether it's right or wrong as far as what this agent did, it doesn't fucking matter. The dude's dead. And to me, it's for nothing, Yeah. The officer, read that one out.
The officer who disarmed him didn't let anyone know he disarmed him. So gun, and not being told he was disarmed means he will be shot. And that's kind of, off the last video we watched, I put the blame really on Tancoat and the officer that pulled the trigger for the first shot.
Yeah.
As of right now.
Right. It's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, if they're still yelling gun, 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 well, a natural reaction from law enforcement is eliminate the threat. A gun is a threat. So it could be that simple that they didn't know he disarmed them, but they're still hearing people holler gun. It just seems like it was a big confusing mess. And I think if they really get into a thorough investigation on this, from what it's looking like right now, then somebody may be held accountable for this one, because it doesn't look pretty at all, especially with the way the guy took the pistol, took it off of the guy, went away with it, so the gun was no longer a threat at all. And then pop, pop, pop. Now, I get what the comment said, that the other officers may not have known that, but that I don't know if that's going to fly.
I saw one comment that said in another video you could see him reach for the gun.
Who? The guy that got killed?
Yeah.
Let's find it.
Maybe, but
let's see. I mean, it's going both ways. You know, I've seen the arguments on both sides. You know, a lot of people, you know, saying the agent acted in self-defense, you know, against an armed, resisting suspect with a gun, and apparently he had magazines on him, so he was armed. For what, I don't know. Now, I guess that's his right, but when you're going out there to do that kind of shit, it sure does, you know, it can turn pretty fucking deadly, in which it did, you know. So,
are you saying that you didn't see the gun in the video, or I don't know if I don't know how to say his name, but he said, "How are you seeing a gun that's been removed?" So I don't know if he was here when we just played the video, or if he's just not seeing it, but.
No, yeah, I don't know. How are you seeing a gun that has been removed? No, I don't know if he's talking about the other agents. I don't think any of them knew. All they were hearing was gun, gun, gun.
Yeah, which I understand, but I mean, he's kind of.
Is that the one that you got the one with the green standing up, about to pull his gun out? With the blue jeans right there. Is he the first shot? Well, the first officer?
I don't know, because his gun's hidden behind this guy.
Oh, okay.
It kind of seems like it to me, but I mean, I'm 100% assuming.
Yeah, see, you can see your boy runs off.
Yeah, he's gone. Boom, and a shot goes off.
So why? It doesn't make any sense, though. Like, I don't know, because you could hear the shot go off, and it's right in the middle of a struggle, like they're still struggling for something.
Yeah, they are. They're struggling. And he had something in his other hand. I'm sorry to keep pulling this down and bringing it back up, but...
Yeah, whether or not...
I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's this video or the other one, but he did have... No, it's the other video. He had something in his other hand. I know he had a pair of glasses in one, and he had something else in the other, and you really can't tell what it is because the fucking videos are shot on original.
One of the videos
iPods.
I saw, there was like a canister or something went rolling off.
I think that was a coffee cup.
Oh, is that all it was? Yeah, it looked like some kind of cylinder.
So. Yeah.
And, you know, of course, the conspiracy theorists run straight to he had some sort of, you know, tear gas stuff on him or something or whatever, some kind of explosive, you know. And like
I saw one video that he had his phone because he was recording.
Damn. That may be what it was, actually. Yeah, because I saw the picture with his phone in his hand. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a gun. Like, if anybody in the comments think I'm saying he had another gun in his other hand, I could tell it wasn't a gun because it was small, but...
Yeah, it was probably his phone.
That makes sense, yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you another, you know, part of the issue, I guess. If you look at this picture here, that's part of the fucking agent's finger that was bit off.
Bit off.
Well, this is what they're out there dealing with. And then they wonder why this shit escalates to the point of people getting killed. I mean, this is what they're dealing with too. They're constantly fighting with these people. I mean, they're being assaulted. It's what do people expect the outcome to be with what's going on out there? I mean, is anybody shocked that somebody got shot? Did it really shock you? It doesn't shock me. I'm surprised it hasn't happened more.
No. I mean, it definitely doesn't surprise me, but...
I mean, it's you see it and it's like, oh, damn. oh shit, okay, somebody else. But it's not like, oh my God, why? You know, never once do I say why. What happened? You know, I know what happened. I don't know as far as guilt and not, you know, who's guilty, who's not. But I'm saying I know exactly why somebody got shot, because everybody's out there acting like asses. I mean, it's like protesting, like I keep saying, shit that you're not going to prevent, man. These guys aren't just running around just lawless. They're doing what they are required to do by the federal government, and they're doing what they're lawfully able to do by the I mean, they're collecting people that are in this country illegally. Now, I always say, you may not agree with them doing that. That's another argument. If you want these people to stay and you think we need to have open borders, that's a whole different discussion. But as of right now, it's illegal. They're breaking the law, so to say.
Yep.
So they have all the right in the world to get these people if that's what they're wanting to do. So step the fuck aside. It'd be like if they were trying to arrest a bank robber. You can't get in their fucking way. You can't get in law enforcement's way. I mean, I know some people wouldn't equate illegal immigrants with a bank robber, but the point is it's still illegal. They're still breaking the law. So for right now, it's against the law. So get the fuck out the way, and shit like this wouldn't happen. It seems like a simple fucking concept, and that's not just rolling over, letting the government do what they want, because everybody likes to say, oh, that's, you know, bootlickers. No, that's letting them do what they are able to do based on the laws we have in this country right now. I mean, you may not like the law, but it's a law. So if that's a law you think is worth dying for, well, go for it. Stay out there and acting like fucking idiots and protesting and, you know, doing what all this biting off fingers of fucking agents and shit. Go ahead. Have at it. I mean,
could you imagine getting your fucking finger bit off?
I know. Look,
oh, God.
I saw when I seen Trump posted that, I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like, do they reattach that, or he's just fucking nub now, you know? Just nub. Got bit off by some angry white liberal woman out there, you know?
Dude.
I keep seeing a lot of comments about...
I'd be so fucking mad.
It's their right to protest.
It is. It's their right to protest.
Peacefully.
Right. And you don't
not
interfere.
Out there causing chaos and everything that they're doing right now.
Correct. And you cannot interfere while law enforcement is doing their job. You can't. You go, if a cop's writing someone a ticket, go up there and start fucking with the cop while he's writing a ticket. Now, I'm not saying he's going to shoot you, but you can't do that. He can lock your ass up. He can put you in the back of the car and take your ass to jail. You're interfering with a lawful act. I mean, it's that simple. And you know, people think that the argument of whether or not you want immigrants to be here is the same argument, and it's not. You know, you may think, hey, I think it's okay for them to be here, but that doesn't make it legal. It doesn't change the law. You know, your feelings, that doesn't make the law. And when you can't just say they're out there protesting, there's some of them that are, but you can't tell me there's 0% of people out there acting like fucking idiots and breaking the law by, you know, just getting in the way of law enforcement doing their job. You can't say that. And if you do, you're lying to yourself.
Check out this video. I haven't seen it.
It's another angle.
Yeah.
Probably got to pull mine down.
I got it. Yep.
Remove mine. There you go.
Throw this in. Boom.
All right, let's check it out. So that's a different.
So this is our guy.
Okay. So they pushed him. That's a little better. Give you a little better idea of what's going on there. So he's macing motherfuckers right now, ain't he?
Yes, he is. That's the ICE agent, I believe.
Yeah, that's the guy in the tan coat. That's the one who pulled the pistol off of him. Am I mistaken?
Did tan coat have a tan hat? No. Tan coat just had a coat on.
Yeah, okay. He's
like,
got the backpack. Okay. So they're macing people right now. And that guy's in the middle of it, the one that the victim.
There's tan coat.
Yes, so
okay.
There he is. For whatever reason, they were having an issue with this lady.
Right. Always.
And then he pushes her, and then, you know, our guy comes up and pushes the ICE agent from there. Gently,
well, go back to the beginning. I want to see something. See, that looks like they're off the screen now. Off to the left of the screen, it looks like they're already interacting
Like
with
he's
that
looking
guy,
that
and
way.
then white liberal savior lady decides to come and interject, and then he's basically like, "Get the fuck away from me!" And then this guy's like, "Hey, man, don't do that!" And then that's it. It escalates from there.
Yeah.
So for some reason, they were already approaching this guy.
Oh, Jesus.
God, man, it's just crazy.
So
It's like,
look,
stop fucking fighting, man. It's not worth dying for. It's so nuts.
Tancoat, I believe, is running away with the gun right now.
He is. Yeah, he's got the guy's gun. So
Boom.
and then you hear the shot. So what the fuck was going on to make them pull that trigger? Because they had, put it to you this way, they had plenty of time to pull that trigger, but they did it at that instant for some reason. It's something, I don't know. He is fighting. I see somebody in the chat saying he's not fucking fighting. That is fighting.
Oh, he's definitely fighting.
Not
but
fighting is laying on the ground and doing
look
whatever
at
they're
the
telling
end
you
of the
to do.
pistol. I don't know if this is somebody that. Boom. Because I saw some people saying it was Tancoat that shot the first shot, and he may have shot the gun on accident right there.
Well, I'm looking in the chat. See how fast that was, though. Your brain can't comprehend how fast that he doesn't have the gun anymore. That's kind of what I was getting at earlier. That it's a judgment call in a split second. So I give him that.
I'm wondering if this is the first gun that goes off here, and then they hear gunshots.
Man, oh yeah, that's that gun for sure. So he took his firearm. He should no longer be a threat, correct? Unless he's reaching for the officer's guns.
Right. So I did see somebody mention earlier that Tancoat pulled the trigger on the gun that he took off the guy, which I don't know if that's true or not. But if it is, it would kind of like, I guess, make sense that they're all fighting with this dude. People's yelling gun. A gun goes off. And who's the threat with the gun, you know? Man.
Damn.
Based on what I'm seeing now, I'm going to say not justified.
It doesn't seem like it if we're judge from the outside looking in. We're not in the heat of that moment and all. We don't know exactly what's going on through all of their heads because there was a gun at one point in the situation.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There was a gun. The guy had a firearm, no doubt.
That's a fact.
Didn't look like he was a threat with it because didn't he grab it from behind him in his waistband?
Yeah, so it was tucked by his back in a
Right.
holster.
So it looks like they didn't even know he had a firearm until they started wrestling with him. And then when he's on his hands and knees, the gun becomes exposed because his jacket went up.
Yep.
Well, then they're like, gun, gun, gun. And it's like, okay, you got the gun. Now, why didn't the asshole that got the gun say, whatever fucking code they scream about having the guy disarmed, whatever fucking lingo they use to let people know he's no longer a threat when it comes to the firearm issue. Why wasn't that done? The guy just grabs the fucking gun,
runs down the street
around and fucking goes and runs off. And then they shoot the fucking guy, And I don't understand. Like I see Ryan, I see you in the chat. I'm not reaching for excuses. We're trying to figure out both sides and really what went on. Have you listened longer than 2 seconds? I mean, it's crazy, man. I see a lot of that shit in the chats. It's like we sat there and said, if you listen longer than a fucking second, we're just trying to watch this like everybody else in the world is doing right now and trying to make sense of it.
Well, the problem is the rest of the world's not. They fucking know it's either a protester or an ICE agent, and that's the side they pick, and that's
you said it
fucking
too.
Stupid.
They pick a fucking side before watching or just even watching anything. It's like, oh, I don't like the fucking ICE agent, so therefore he's guilty. Oh, I don't like the protesters, so therefore he deserved it. Stop being so fucking stupid and analyze something. That's what we were doing on here. And I don't understand the chat where they keep accusing that, you guys are trying to make excuse for murder. I'm not trying at all. I think the way it's looking, it looks like the dude was unjustifiably killed. I mean,
absolutely.
It didn't look like he was much of a threat once that gun was gone. The only benefit I'm giving to the only benefit I'm giving to the agents is it was in the heat of the moment, and maybe they didn't know he was disarmed. They just heard gun, 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 and thought this guy, because he wasn't being still. So when you hear gun, 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 and the guy's wrestling around and pulling, you don't know where the fuck that gun is unless you know. Well, they might not have known. All they're hearing is gun, and it don't look like the guy that disarmed him took the fucking time to say, I got the gun.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
No, he just scurried off.
Yeah, just took the gun, scurried off, went on about his business, and then this guy got shot, you know? So, and look, Ryan's right. Don't fight the cops. Now, people are going to say they're not cops, but you know what he means. I mean, they're enforcing the law, therefore, yes, I'm representing Ice Baby. They are law enforcement agents. I mean, whatever you want to call them. So, yeah, that's the first answer to any of this. Don't fucking fight. Look, I told you it was coming in this chat. Ice ain't cops. Don't matter. They're fucking agents that are running around armed, you know, doing a lawful act and arresting people that aren't supposed to be in this country.
Right.
So you call them what you want. You shouldn't be out there fighting with them. And it would prevent all of this. All of it. So if you want to start from the very beginning, then you can blame the victim because he shouldn't have been there. It wasn't like he was just walking down the street going to get coffee. I'm not going to believe that. Because for one, they zeroed in on him for a reason, off camera. You don't know exactly what went on. But they zeroed in on him, and then, like I said, there come the white liberal, you know, savior lady that decides she's going to go get up in the fucking ICE agent's face, and then he kind of let her know, lady, this ain't a game. Like, boom, pushed her off, and then shit went from there. But could have been prevented. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Any of y'all out in the chats, shit could have been prevented by the guy not even being there. That would have been the first fucking, you know, way to stop that. So,
fucking white people, man, I swear.
They something else, huh? Fucking whites.
And then, like,
What the fuck?
he's not moving. Why is this dude still shooting?
Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
No, they're not kidding you, dude. They did. Yeah, that's Oscar, seems like you're just the average person that condolences to this. I'd like to know your opinion. What does immigrants do you that affect your life so much? I don't do nothing to me. Nothing at all. I don't mind them at all, honestly. I mean, I don't have a problem with them. Some people would probably say, well, you should. You know, some of them are sucking off the welfare system that you know, taxpayers are fucking paying for. But, yeah, personally, I don't have a problem. What I have a problem with is people acting like these ICE agents aren't out there, you know, lawfully. I mean, they're not out there like the Nazis just rounding people up because they're Jewish. I mean, it's not what's going on here. They're rounding people up because they've been ordered to do it by the government because these people are here illegally. Now, like I said, that's another battle. That's another argument on whether or not you want them to be here or not. But the point of it is that they are here illegally. So it starts there. It starts there. So then when you start trying to jump in the middle of it and stop these agents from doing their job, that's where it becomes a problem. And I mean, 2 people dead now. 2 people dead. And nobody can tell me that it was worth it. Nobody. They would paint him as heroes, especially that Renee Good lady. You know, they had the Democratic politicians up there like she's some sort of hero. And they were like, what did she accomplish besides losing her life? Nothing. So, I don't know. Keep that argument up that it's worth them being out there doing this shit, you know? So, multiple videos showed him standing in the middle of the street. Google is free. So what? So he was standing in the middle of the street at one point. I'm sure he was, but I want to know why they approached him to begin with. Because they didn't, like I said, they're not just picking random white people off the sidewalk and saying, hey, motherfucker, come here. That's not what's going on here. So they approached him for a reason. And I would like to know, because I want to know what led to this even getting this fucking this crazy, you know, because it led to the guy dying, which didn't have to happen.
It really didn't.
Oh, he said that question wasn't meant for you.
Oh, okay.
It was
I'm sorry.
The comments.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't keep up with all the comments.
Did you see this protester?
There's smoke grenades that initially came out. I know the smell of smoke.
Doing here.
Not sure what just happened there. But you guys can see the amount of crap.
He said, "Not sure."
Not sure what happened here.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. So anyway, man, this is a tough one, bro, because it doesn't look like they lawfully shot that guy, you know, like that justifiably at all.
Okay, so here he is. Let's see. I've found a new angle, dog.
Hit it up. I love the whistles.
Love them.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
So that's him.
Go. What are the whistles for?
That's warning them that ICE is around. Is what they're doing. Really, what they're just trying to be fucking annoying is what they're doing.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Terrible cameraman.
Yeah.
So there he is.
Yeah, see, I don't know what you cannot get a clear view of what led to them coming to this guy.
No, so he's approaching him here. There he's walking up on him. And then, you know,
and then this bitch starts filming the snow.
What did the woman in the brown do?
The one that got pushed?
No.
Like the one
Go to the beginning.
So let's see. All right, so that's white savior lady, and that's the chick that's walking with our guy.
So that's the gentleman there that got shot, correct?
Yes. So
yeah, what did she just do?
For them to come after her?
Mm-hmm.
So he's running up on her right now. What the fuck?
See, all right. So he told her to get.
So I guess he's herding them to the sidewalk.
Yeah, I mean, were they trying to come through, like come down the road or something? See, he didn't. She did something. I mean, they didn't just start macing people for the hell of it. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, the mace kind of came out. So he pushed her, and then he pushed the ICE agent. So that's when it looks like that's when he started macing.
Yeah.
I don't think she got maced until maybe now. She got hit with some side spray, but.
Well, and look, and honestly, I was.
So what is he doing right now?
Yeah,
trying to pick her up, but I almost
yank her
respect
by her
his
hair?
reaction. You know, the ICE agent pushes the woman down, and his first reaction was to push the fucking ICE agent. Like, don't fucking do that. So I mean, I can respect that as a man. Man, but what led to it? You can't.
I hear gun.
Because there's in the beginning of the video, there's something going on that caught the victim's attention where he started walking down the road towards it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was filming down that way. Something's happening over here.
So that's what he's doing. He's filming.
That may be where they're like just arrested the guy that they were initially there for, right?
I got you. Yeah. Because there's the ICE agents. Okay, that is an ICE agent right there. So they're fucking with them while they're getting in the car or trying to.
Now he's a crossing guard.
See, they're over there fucking with that agent right now is what they're doing. And then this lady decides to just film the ground here in a second.
Yeah. So there's one getting out the car. He's coming from that way. Looks like he may have pushed her there to get her back on the sidewalk. And then for whatever reason, he fucking...
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, bro, the guy that got shot, he doesn't look like he was doing much before that to really, especially to deserve getting shot, for one. I think where the problem came in is once he tried to defend that lady that got pushed, well, now you put yourself in the mix of all this. So then the scuffle starts and they see a gun, which the guy did have a gun, but he never brandished it. It doesn't look like he was threatening anybody at all with it. So it's, man, it's not looking good, man.
Manby.
See, we keep seeing that. People keep saying
if that's true, then I mean,
but where is the proof?
It would turn to justice. Exactly. But what I've seen with my own eyes from right now, I just don't see it being justified. It looked like his hands were under him. Again, if there's a video of that, I'd love to see it. But
yeah, I haven't seen anything that looks, that you can clearly make out like he's grabbing something. I don't know. I think they freaked out when they heard and when they saw a gun, somebody screams it, the guy's still wrestling around. The other agent may have thought he was still armed while they're wrestling around.
Before or after Tanko took the gun?
Let's see.
Yeah,
you can hear it.
The fuck, people! The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
There's Tanko. Gun. So it's like as he's running away with it.
Yeah. It's almost like there was a panic shot, because somebody screamed gun. Well, they don't know where the gun is besides the guy that decided to take it from him and not tell him. That's an ugly one, man.
Yeah, it's not a good one. It's not a good look. Like I said, if there's other video which I'm sure there is other video. He was complying. Clearly shows him leaving and walking away. Which, like I said, I don't know. I just keep refreshing X and new videos pop up. So,
well, he wasn't a problem until that agent pushed that lady down.
Yep.
And like I said, I can respect the guy because his reaction was to push the fucking agent back. Like, basically, don't fucking push her down.
Yep.
So I get that. But now you put yourself in that fight, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you put yourself in that fight, and that's when you became a target of them to basically say, okay, now you put your hands on us, we're taking you down. So, I mean, it seemed innocent enough, like he wasn't there at least at that moment trying to cause chaos. But when he got himself involved in what was going on between that officer and that woman, he looks like is what, essentially took his life from him, I mean, it's a nuts, man. But, I'm seeing people just like you said, I'm looking at X too while we're doing this. And, people are saying it's a crime to impede law enforcement. And the explicit aim of these protests is impeding federal enforcement. And it just seems like that's what's going on in a lot of these places. You can be out there protesting all you want, but when you start impeding what they're trying to do, it becomes illegal. And that's when they start putting their hands on these citizens,
That's what it seems like to me. I mean, when you start blocking traffic or getting in the way of them and their jobs or start touching them, it turns from a peaceful protest to a crime.
Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, look, here's another video. Here's a video. Let me pull this one up. This is the victim before I think he got into the altercation with them. So let me pull this one up. Let's add it to the stage. All right. Let's check this out.
Things got buried.
See, that's that car that the agents were apparently putting somebody in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know your windows.
I don't know if they're putting somebody in, but that's where the agents are. See, there's the guy that got shot, right?
Yep.
So he's all up in the agent's face right now. And I guess the guy
Fuck off!
Yeah, the guy. see what I'm talking about? The cameraman drives by. And look, you could say that. You could tell an agent or a cop or whoever to fuck off all you want. But this is what's ramping up all of this chaos, shit like that. And then it just eventually it boils over. And that's what we've saw twice so far with people being shot. It's these attitudes like that where they get zero respect out there on the streets while they're doing their job. They're basically in a war zone with these fucking protesters. They don't know. I mean, you see one was armed, the guy that got shot today. So they don't know who the fuck's out there armed and who's not. Think about that from their mindset. So they're on edge too, just trying to get through there and do their job. Well, you can see in this video I just played, they had some kind of confrontation beforehand.
Right.
Now, apparently the guy filming it didn't think much of it because he just kind of went on about his business. He was too busy, worried about telling the officer to fuck off. But, like I said, it starts to build up and build up and build up. You can act like that all you want, but these are the consequences of it.
Right. Yeah, it seems like there was a confrontation, and then it settled down, and then for whatever reason, another one popped up.
But it lets you know he was on their radar.
Absolutely.
Like he wasn't just some guy
he wasn't just passing by.
Filming. Yes, there was a reason they were already watching him. And then when he put himself in that position, like I said, once that officer pushed that lady, shit was already tense. And that seems like that's where the confrontation came. And then, of course, still doesn't look like it justifies them putting rounds in him if he was unarmed at the point, when they decided to pull the trigger. But, oh, God, man, it just, I guess what the whole point of it is that I wanted to kind of make on here, it's not justifying the shooting just by watching that, but it's the point that it could have been avoided, man. There's no point in letting things go this far. There's no reason for this at all.
No.
I mean, it's going too fucking far, man. It's 2 people that have died over this shit, and it's probably not the end,
Yeah.
It's got to stop.
Greg says, I thought you're all for the Second Amendment. He had a licensed gun and a permit to carry. He did not take his gun out ever. If you watch the video, they, in fact, take his gun and throw it on the ground. You are wrong. They took his gun, but Tancoat walked away with it.
Yeah, the cop actually walked away with it.
He dipped out with it. But
yeah,
the Second Amendment doesn't give you the right to fight the police, the cops, the fucking law enforcement, federal aid, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah. I'm with you, Justin. The Second Amendment is fine.
I don't think they knew he had a gun until they were wrestling on the ground. So it's not like they said, oh, this guy's got a gun. Like, we need to stop him right now. They were already fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be different if they were just like, oh, you got a firearm, we're taking you down. But I don't think like you said, they didn't know because you could tell because they hollered, gun, gun. That was when somebody first noticed it. So, yeah, it wasn't
fighting.
Is that what they're saying? This guy wasn't fighting?
He wasn't fighting.
Come on, man. Y'all got to stop. Just stop. I mean, look at something realistic and just, analyze something. Take off your fucking biased little blinders and just watch it. The dude was not, he wasn't complying, so to say. He just wasn't. I mean, I'm not saying he deserved to eat some fucking bullets, but he was not complying. You can see that. You think these fucking these guys, if he was complying, that these 4 agents or however many were standing over him would have been wrestling like that for just to do it? I mean, come on now. No, they'd have got on top of the guy. They'd have put handcuffs on him and walk. Come on. It's such a goofy argument, man. I don't understand that. I don't understand it.
I don't get it either.
I mean, that's as bad as the one we keep bringing up where they saying that, the protesters aren't blocking the road. You guys are stupid, like that's never happened before. I don't understand, man, how you watch, 2 people watch a video and have 2 different fucking, like we're seeing 2 different things. It's very strange. And it's all due to just political bias.
Yeah, because it's like they think that if they agree that, okay, he was fighting the ICE agents, it's them saying that the ICE agents were justified in shooting him.
Right.
It's like, no, that's not at all what I'm saying. And like, somebody mentioned that he was maced. Like, do you know what that's like? It'll bring out a reaction. I'm not even claiming to know why he was fighting the ICE agents, but we're just trying to set a baseline of he wasn't just laying flat and still is the point, which, again, that doesn't deserve to get shot. But to say he wasn't fighting, like, come on, man.
Yeah, you can still have your opinion that he was murdered if you want to call it that. But to say he wasn't fighting and then you just start leaving facts out that's plainly on the video, I don't understand that, because we're essentially coming to the conclusion here just right now. I mean, it's early on. I mean, I'm sure, you'll start hearing more facts come out. But as of right now, it looks like they had no right to shoot the guy. But
that's where I'm at.
Also doesn't look like the guy was just sitting there saying, "Okay, I'm done. Just go ahead and put the cuffs on me." I mean, both can be true. He was fighting. They murdered him. I mean,
because it's not like, oh, he did one little thing wrong that he could have done better. So good, they shot him. Right. No, it's like he could have done better. They could have done better. And ultimately, somebody, if everything stays how it is and there's no other video and no other threats, somebody's probably going to prison and he's dead, so.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Kristen, you with us?
Yeah, just listening.
I mean, are we wrong here, Kristen? I mean, do you see what we're seeing that, as far as it doesn't look like it was 100% justifiable shooting, but at the same time, it's not like the guy was just an innocent bystander.
Yeah, no, I agree. I saw a comment earlier that said, could be you. It could not be me.
No.
I'm going to be staying home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. And I
see Eric back in them comments.
Well, I see chat, in the comment there saying he didn't break the law when he pushed the law enforcement officers. Why you people in the chat are not serious about this. And that's what we get to, that your fucking bias won't even allow you to call it out on whatever bullshit you see. Just say it. Just say, yeah, this happened, but I still don't believe he should have been shot. That's okay. Say that, but don't just start leaving shit out and making shit up to fit your fucking narrative. He did push the fucking law enforcement officer. Now, that was a reaction from the officer pushing the lady, but that doesn't get rid of the fact that he put his fucking hands on the on the agent. So why leave that fact out? I don't understand that. That's part of the fucking problem, that when we get into these situations in this country, is half the country, they just want to, forget fucking that reality exists just to prove your fucking point. And that's what both sides do with each other. And it's like, just watch the video. It's plain and simple. It's right there. We're all watching the same fucking video. I mean, I'm not saying you have to agree that the dude needed to be shot, but don't fucking act like he didn't, have any fault in this at all. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, and Perry says, didn't the law enforcement break the law by pushing someone who didn't break the law? Now, I don't know what that lady did.
That was the lady, but that wasn't that man's battle.
Well, it wasn't, but hey, maybe it was assault on that lady. I don't know what she did before that, but I think he broke the law by shooting a guy that was no threat. So regardless of the simple assault that happened, I think the shooting's a little higher up, Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. Like I said, this is another one that nobody's going to agree on. It's going to be...
I don't understand what else they want us to say. Like, I don't think the shooting was fucking justified. What do you want me to tell the truth about? You fucking...
I don't know, talk to Perry for a minute. Let me fix something.
What else do you want me to say? He wasn't justified in shooting that man. He wasn't justified. I don't know. What do you hear? Are my words coming out through your speakers differently than how I'm saying them? I don't understand. I don't get it. That's all I'm seeing in the comments. You fucking Nazi fucks. Y'all are all fucking sucking Trump's dick. I don't think he was justified. I think he's going to prison. Oh, he doesn't agree with Dad.
Why?
Sorry, Perry. Sorry, dog.
I don't think anything he said was wrong.
I don't know. Let's let him answer.
He could defend himself.
Perry don't agree with me?
You don't think so, Perry?
Is that what I'm reading? Perry don't agree with me?
No, Perry doesn't agree with you.
That's all right. And
I was ranting. He said he agrees with me, not you, because
we can agree to disagree.
I thought we were almost saying the same thing, but I guess maybe not quite. But regardless,
what am I saying?
As of right now, I don't think he was justified. I think there's stuff both sides could have done better, but
Is it answer this? I see in the chat. Is it right to go into a home with no warrant?
In certain situations.
If there's like a somebody being held
A fire.
hostage or something. Yeah,
I think they're
fire.
talking
yeah,
about
what has that got
ice.
to do with what's going on here?
Just ice in general.
Sean says, I haven't seen it yet. I don't believe that. Have you not seen it? But pull it up. Let's watch the video again. I don't know how you haven't seen it, but I'm still lost on what does the warrant have to, what does that question have to do with what's going on with this?
I'm
They're
not
just
sure.
talking about ice in general.
Oh, wow.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to find the original without the cuts.
Yeah. Can the agents be prostituted, though? Don't they have?
Prostituted?
What?
That's what it says.
Prostituted?
I'm sure they can. They can be whored out. Fuck it. For the right price. Because you morons are giving up your rights.
Okay.
Is that us? We talking to us? I can't keep up with it.
All right. Well, we have there's one angle of it. We'll play this one. I like this one.
All right.
I think you can see more on this one.
Yeah, this is a good angle of it. You can just see the lack of him having a firearm.
Yeah.
The fuck, people? The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
So right there, they're hitting him with a can of mace.
God.
And boom, he just yanked the gun off him and ran off. Look, he's still running. He's over there with the gun.
What the fuck did you just do?
God, that's terrible, man.
What the fuck?
It's just crazy because it shit like that should not. It just doesn't have to happen. It's so preventable, man. I mean, because by all, you read about the guy and he seemed like he was a decent guy. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy.
Someone said make prostitutes great again.
Sorry.
Oh, man. So anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. This is going to be a tough one, dude. It's going to be interesting to watch how it plays out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, ICE agents can be. I know somebody's asking in the comments. I mean, of course they can be prosecuted. They're not above the law. I mean, do they? I technically they're not above the law, but I'm sure they have a little pull when it comes to all of this. But yeah, they're not where they just have just immunity from anything they do. It doesn't work like that. I mean, like I said, whether or not he's going to be held liable or whoever they find at fault for this, if they do at all, then no. I mean, I don't know. It's nuts for sure. It ain't looking pretty for the officers, but I mean, they are agents of the federal government, so are they ever really going to be held accountable? Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. And like I said, I'm kind of on the side of barring any crazy evidence that comes out. Like I don't see it as being justified at all.
No.
But
only way I'd say I'd change my mind on it being justified is if they had some kind of video proof come out that he was reaching for one of their firearms.
Right.
But I just don't see that in these videos.
I don't see it either. It looked like he was just trying to hold himself up.
Yeah,
off
it just
the
looks
ground,
all right. He was just trying to keep them from pinning him down or doing whatever. And look, it's probably adrenaline. I mean, your reaction is to fight back. I get it.
Yeah.
When your mind attacking you, of course, I'm not blaming the guy for that. I guess it's just my whole point about it being preventable is just, you're out there arguing and fighting with these people for nothing, because whether you live or die, you're not stopping what they're doing. It's not even slowing it down. They're running right through you. It's the fucking government, dude. I mean, what are you doing? So I don't know, man. It just from looking at it at face value, it looks like he was kind of taking up for that woman that got pushed.
I keep saying this, and I don't understand how this has anything to do with the Second Amendment.
Because they think that they only shot
him for the gun.
Right. They think they shot him because he had a gun. And only that's why they even approached him. Apparently that's what they're thinking right now, that they're fucking with this guy because he had a gun. That's not what happened. They didn't even know he had a gun until they were already wrestling with him.
Until they were on the ground wrestling with him.
And I'm all for it. Carry all the guns you want. There may be consequences to it. It's kind of like they say with the First Amendment. You do have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of consequences. You know, I mean, you run around with a gun all day long. I'm all for it. Fuck. I'm down south. We got multiple guns in every house, you know. I'm all for it, but you know, shit can go bad when you decide to do that. But that has nothing to do with this case, you know.
No.
They didn't.
No, I don't think
know.
This is a Second Amendment case.
Nothing
at all.
Second Amendment. It had nothing to do with this dude carrying a firearm because they had no fucking clue until they were wrestling with him. So this isn't even that. That's a whole different.
Yeah, I mean, whether you have a gun legally, illegally, if the gun itself is legal or if it's a machine gun, it doesn't matter if you're wrestling with law enforcement and it gets seen or comes out or you reach for it, or which I'm not saying he was reaching for it because I know that's where the comments are immediately going to go. But
right,
you know what I mean? It's past Second Amendment. You know, the Second Amendment would be if the butt of your firearm was showing through your shirt, and then you just got tackled by the police because they saw that you had a gun on you.
Yeah, and you know, I've seen a few times in the chat, and I've seen it online multiple times about these ICE agents being criticized for not being trained properly, like for this type of stuff, you know. And there could be some truth to that they're sending these guys out there to deal with this type of stuff, and they're just not properly trained. I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I do see a lot of criticism for that coming around right now, and haven't had anybody really arguing against that point.
I mean, what training do they get?
Well, they have academy training. It was reduced significantly. Some they claimed around 47 days, roughly half of the prior length, as part of accelerated recruitment, basically, to support the massive manpower increase. So in other words, they need a shit ton of people. Let's just get some motherfuckers in here, halfway train them, and throw them out on the streets.
Yeah, that's
is what they're being accused of doing. And look, that happens even on, you know, local law enforcement levels when you know they're having a hard time recruiting police officers and they're just hiring anybody. They don't have a criminal record. Come on, you know.
We just got deep into that with the Uvalde shit yesterday.
Yes,
we talked about all that.
Right, and yeah, law enforcement not being trained properly, you know, to deal with that school shooting back then. So, but like I said, yeah, there is a big case to be made that these guys are just being thrown out there in these situations and not properly trained at all, and then it's showing you that they cut the training down by half.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just probably because of how hardcore Trump wanted to go at this immigration shit. So they needed the officers. If I had to guess, that's where this stems from. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, they're getting deployed without full training. You know, there's multiple sources out there that, you know, now what credit you want to give to these sources, I don't know, but like NBC News was talking about it, that AI screening error in hiring the misclassified applicants counted officer mentions as prior law enforcement experience, leading to some new recruits being sent to field offices without completing proper academy training. So they're saying there's been screw-ups with the paperwork, so to say. I mean, it's that this allegedly put undertrained and improperly vetted agents into high-risk operations. So you got shit like that going on. So it just seems like this whole fucking thing is just a big mess that nobody's prepared for. These fucking protesters aren't prepared for when reality smacks them in the fucking face. And these officers aren't prepared for when these protesters are getting what they consider out of hand. So, somebody's got to get a grip on this shit then, man.
Absolutely. I mean, like you were just kind of saying earlier, with this individual case of just how chaotic it was, the whole situation, and, you know, I guess the lack of communication between them during the chaos. But like during going into this mission or whatever the fuck, you know, you call what's been happening in the last few months, what did they expect? You know, it's like, why wouldn't you train for that? You know what's coming. You know the chaos is coming. You know they're going to follow. There's going to be protests. Like,
I just don't think they care. I don't think the federal government cares.
Yeah.
You know, I think Trump had a job he wanted to get done. And because he promised his base that we were going to do something about this illegal immigration. So first thing he does, he shuts the border down. Next thing he wants to do is round up everybody that's in the country illegally. And he was going to do that by any means necessary. So the only way to do that is to ramp up the workforce, you know, and it was as fast as possible, get these guys out there. So I think it's just a lack of give a shit on the federal government's part, you know. He had a point to prove. He had a mission to complete, and it was do it by all means necessary. Get some guys in here and let's get it. And this is apparently the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it doesn't sound good. Doesn't look good. You know, if this is true about how fast they're rushing these agents out to the street, that's pretty, piss poor operation procedures by the government for sure, if that's what's going on. So. I mean, I don't know. They're saying there's substantial, incredible criticism, that backed by reporting, and that the recent hiring surge, potential cuts to academy time, processing errors, and rush deployments have resulted in some agents being inadequately prepared for real world encounters. You just throwing guys out there like the asshole that grabbed the gun from the guy, and the only thing he did was turn around and prance off with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that right there was a fucking, like, you didn't tell anybody, hey, I got the gun. I got it, threat, neutralize, or whatever. Like I said, I know there's a fucking code or a term that, lets each officer know that, hey, there's no longer a threat. But apparently that wasn't screamed out. All you hear is gun, 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 or whatever. So to me, it's like, what was that jackass doing?
Yeah,
he's just as much to blame as the guy who fucking shot him. If he didn't say a fucking thing after he disarmed the guy, he's damn near as much to blame as the one who pulled the trigger.
Yeah, I agree. We're getting called liberals in the chat again, but
it's always been my goal, dude, to get called fucking liberal. That means we're making way, man. We're moving more towards the center, so they can't call us hard, right wing, bigot, racist, MAGA cult. Yes. That's awesome.
We just get both sides of it.
We get liberal. We get fucking Nazi skinheads. It don't stop. I love it.
But yeah, no, I think the communication, like Tan Jacket, definitely fucked the whole operation up.
Yeah.
By just taking his trophy and skipping into the sunset.
Kristen, what do you think? Your thought on the illegal immigration, just to begin with. I mean, you think these agents ought to, be out there doing what they're doing, or do you see any major issues with the amount of people that are over here unlawfully?
I'm kind of.
Like honestly, not even like trying to guess what side you need it. Like, just does it bother you at all?
Honestly, not really.
Yeah, and that's
I don't really care about it.
Honest answer. Yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't me so much. Now, I know some people say you should be if you pay taxes, especially when you see what's going on in places like Minnesota and all, and where your tax dollars are going, because there are a good portion of these people that are on government assistance. So therefore, if you don't mind that your tax dollars are going towards that, then it's no big deal, I guess.
Obviously I don't think that's fair, but I'm gonna pay taxes either way.
Either way, right. No, I get it. And the ones that I've met and the ones that I know personally, they're hard-working fucking people. I'm not on here like trying to be a liberal saying that all of them are great, because there are some criminal elements to that crowd.
Yeah, but there's criminal Americans too.
Exactly. So look, I've always said this, that I sympathize for these people on why they're coming over here. I get it, man. I get it. Because if I was stuck over there in them shitholes there, I would want to be over here too. Right? But it's like they said, it can't just be an open door. That's not safe for the country, because you don't know who's coming in it. To me, that's the only problem I see with that mass immigration shit, as far as them just flooding over the border, because a lot of them are just unvetted. Now, when they're here and they're hardworking and they're not, they're contributing and they're not hurting anybody, then yeah, I have sympathy for them just rounding them kind of people up like that. But my whole point with this ICE stuff is that ICE agents aren't breaking the law. If you don't like the law, well, that's something that needs to be addressed at a higher level to change. But jumping in front of ICE agents isn't going to change that law. All it does is cause chaos and get people killed. And that's kind of the gist of it. But as far as having a problem with these people, me personally, I've never met one I've had an issue with, and I've met plenty of them. I've seen these people work, and I'm like, I ain't doing that fucking job. I would never, but these they don't care, man. They will work 7 days a week, all day and all night. I mean, they're hardworking fucking people. They're just trying to have a better life for the most part. Don't get me wrong. Now, there are some of them that probably need to go to fuck back where they came from. Some with the sex trafficking and you're always going to have that criminal element. But like you said, you have that with regular citizens too. So, so anyway, I was just wondering because we all, we get on here and we fuck around and your first reaction normally is to just go with whatever your political side is. Like, yeah, these immigrants need to go. But if you really start thinking about it, like in trying to have a little understanding from their standpoint, I mean, I can see why they're here. I see why they don't want to go back home. What I don't see is why all these white people are out there risking their lives for something that you're not going to change. This isn't a civil rights march like you're going to stop, segregation if you're loud enough or, you're going to end slavery. You're not ending anything. All you're doing is causing more trouble. And if you're willing to suffer these consequences, then by all means, get out there and start fucking screaming and blowing your fucking whistles. Have at it. It gives us content, so keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it needs to be controlled, and I get that they shouldn't be here illegally. But I'm sure they could make it a little easier to become a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, I've heard the stories, man. It's a decade-long process, decade-long process for ones that are over here doing it the right way. And, it's like I said, we're not on here. We're not just heartless, like, fuck these people. That's not what it's about. I just think it needs there's certain protocols you need to go through. And that's it. I mean, it can't be like the Biden administration where it's just a wide open fucking border.
Yeah.
And from what I understand from what Trump is claiming, that they're really going after the bad apples right now. They're not concentrating on the little lady that's cleaning a fucking hotel room. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm saying what he's claiming is that they're trying to get the ones that are, committed felonies or whatever. If you've committed a crime or you've got a criminal history, that's the ones they're supposedly out there really concentrating on. And if that's the case, why would anybody have a problem with that? I mean, I don't know. I've seen the ICE agents confronting these protesters. Like, you do realize we're picking up someone who is a child rapist or whatever. Yeah. Like, you're hindering us from doing that. Like, are you proud of that? Because these people don't even give a fuck. They just know their job is to get in the way of ICE agents. They don't even look into, well, who are you picking up? Oh, okay, that guy committed sexual assault. Well, yeah, get him the fuck out of our neighborhood. They don't even care, though. It's all about, well, our side said cause disruption, so we're going to do it, and that's it. It's kind of like the ones that watch this video, and they're going to see what they want to see with this video. It just depending on who they voted for, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy. But I just like
stay inside. I just go to work and go home.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to do, Just go to work, go home, watch Netflix. That's about it. Justin?
I'm glad that I didn't end up like that.
Yeah.
I'm happy I still have my fingers.
Yeah, you got that finger. Man. I wonder where that video is. I'd like to see his reaction when his finger got bit off.
Fuck.
Oh, man. Ignorance and complacency, great advice. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
You people make me sick. I don't even know what else to say. You could sympathize with both sides in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, I I get why the immigrants are here. I get it. I sympathize with them. You know, I wish nothing but the best for them. I wish they could all do it the right way and come here and prosper. But I also sympathize with what the agents are going through right now because they're just trying to do their job and all this chaos has started. Well, for some reason, that turns you into a fucking moron and fucking, you know, it's like, I don't know. You can't win, bro. You can't win on social media. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't even know. But they ain't going to fucking dictate how I feel about it. I mean, fuck them.
Nope.
I mean, it is what it is. So, like you said, they're breaking the law technically, so agents are there enforcing the law. Get over it. Move on. Don't die for it. That's all I'm saying. That's my advice to anybody out there. Don't die for this. It doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe you'll get a statue, so who knows?
I want a statue.
Go out there and start protesting, bro. Take one for the team.
Did you see this?
Pull it up. Better be exciting.
So it's in Florida, Miami. Apparently, DeSantis signed a bill basically to stop anti-Jew.
Yeah.
You know,
all the
shit.
Anti-Semitism. Yeah.
So the police show up at this lady's house.
So I really don't
basically
know
asking her, "Is this you?" Da da da.
This is freedom of speech.
It's a Facebook post.
I
agree with you 100%. We're just trying to see if it's you, because if we're not talking to the right person, we want to go see who the right person is.
Okay, how can I help you?
So pretty much it's just a statement that was made as far as
verbatim, it says the guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians tried to shut down a theater for showing a movie that hurt his feelings and refuses to stand up for the LGBTQ community in any way. Even leaves the room when they vote and on related matters. Wants you to know that you're all welcome. Clown face, clown face, clown face. 3 days ago.
You don't know if it was you?
I'm not going to answer whether that's me or not.
Okay.
The concerning part, and not concerning for the person who's posting it, well, we're just trying to prevent somebody else getting agitated or agreeing with the statement. We're not saying it's true or not.
So her
what
post,
is he bitching about?
That was her comment on a Facebook post about, I assume, DeSantis. So he was bitching that basically her words could, I guess, incite violence is kind of what he was getting at. But I'm like, fuck off, man. You know, I don't agree with anything she said, but it's her right to say it. Fuck y'all.
Right, it's her right to say it. Fuck him.
Showing up at your house with fucking Facebook posts. Like, did you say that this guy doesn't protect the LGBTQ community?
Is that why they went there? Where was this at?
Miami.
Miami.
Oh, wow.
Miami.
My God, I thought that'd have been in the fucking UK or something. Like, what the fuck? Over a post that wasn't even threatening anybody?
Dude.
Fuck off. Justin, here you go. Your Second Amendment.
And say there's consequences for it. I 100% stand for the Second Amendment. But, I mean, you can't wrestle with police while you've got guns on you. Again, if the situation started because he was minding his business, if he was sitting in Starbucks and had a fucking gun on his hip and they called the police and the police ran in and fucking tackled him for it, that's different. The gun came in after the fact. And then, I mean, unfortunately, by that time, everything was all kind of, crazy around there. And they believed him to be a threat at the moment, whether it was, correct in their beliefs or not. But that's what they believe.
Well, you got to know what a consequence is, first of all. Okay. Now, if you're saying Second Amendment, you're carrying your gun, and that's why they come and arrest you, well, no, that consequence I don't agree in. But there are consequences to carrying a gun. Whether you like them or not, the consequence is you could fucking get shot. I'm not saying it's a justifiable consequence. So, yes, there are realistic consequences for doing things that are freedoms. Just like I said, you have freedom of speech all you want. The government can't come arrest you because you say COVID-19 or the vaccine was bullshit, right? The government can't come arrest you, but you know what can happen? Your fucking job can fire you, and they did it to people. So therefore, that's a consequence. It's your freedoms are for the law. Like, they can't arrest you for talking. They can't arrest you for carrying your firearm in states where it's legal.
Bro, these fucking idiots in the comments, I swear to God.
Yes.
I've said this already.
What did they do?
Said all this.
They tuned in for 4 seconds and then making judgment?
Fucking apparently, y'all know he absolutely did not have a gun out. No shit, Captain. No fucking shit, buddy.
Isn't it funny?
God damn it.
They guess your opinion when they first get on here. Like, oh, wait. Look at these fucking white guys with an American flag in the background. They must believe this ICE agent was, deserved to run around shooting everybody.
Like, my take on here is that he was just running around Wild Westin fucking trying to duel the ICE agents. What the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I just saw a
I
comment
overreacted
that,
again. My bad, dog. Captain, I apologize. He was answering other comments.
So you getting into it with people in the chats and they got your back.
My bad, bro. My bad.
But they have been like that, though.
I love you. Like and sub.
People get in for 5 or 6 seconds and they just assume your take on something.
All night, man.
And then you can't even try to be biased and just maybe give both sides the benefit of the doubt until the facts come out. You can't do that. You can't.
Nope.
You can't do that at all. The incest hour. He had a fully loaded gun with 2 full magazines. Dummy. Yeah.
Yes, he did. Which it was his right to do, I mean, and I think everything aside from fighting with the ICE agents was within his rights. I mean, at one point he was blocking the streets. I don't think it's the best thing to do. I don't think that's the smartest, move, but it's also not worth, they can't kill you for it.
Well, he could have had 10 guns on him, but he didn't pull him. He didn't pull the gun, So to me, that wasn't a reason, because that does. If you watch the videos, it doesn't seem like that was the reason they approached him anyway. It had nothing to do with the firearm. They didn't even know it. So I mean, he had all the right in the world, unless it's illegal over there. I don't know. I don't know what their fucking laws are.
No,
I mean, I guess you can conceal. Maybe you got to have a permit, and maybe he had it. I don't know. Point is, that's not why the altercation started by any means, if you watch the video. So
that's not all the shooting was over. Like, it's being simplified in the comments as if he got shot because he had a gun, but it was the whole mix of everything going on is why he wound up getting shot. And again, I'll state it for anybody that is just popping in, I don't think ICE was justified in shooting that man.
ICE, baby. What? Now, this comment here I got pulled up. I hope you're still with us. What is the reality that we should be living in? Because apparently you've sat and listened to the entire show because you're making judgment calls now. So what reality are we living in opposed to what we should be living in? Go ahead and explain yourself, and then we'll get back to you, buddy, because I get it, man. People, I don't know what opinion we're making that is so disagreeable. You know what I mean? Like, what are they not agreeing with? It's weird. I don't know. Well, you are retarded. So I do like that comment.
Good talk.
I love it, bro. Look, I mean, I could take a name call. It's cool.
Tony says, why were they fighting? And I'm not sure. I mean, maybe the video's out there and I just haven't seen it yet, but every video kind of starts midway through one of the 2 altercations it seems that he had.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but didn't we discuss this earlier? He was helping a woman off the ground from being. We did. We discussed that, and I even gave the guy his props, because his natural reaction was to go help a woman that he saw get pushed. Yep. But like I said, that decision he made had consequences, meaning you put yourself
whether it's
in
right
that
or wrong
fight. Now, there is a prior video that shows he had already had a confrontation with these agents, so he was on their radar. You know what I mean? They didn't just pick him out all of a sudden just because he was helping this lady. That escalated things for sure. But, if you watch everything, they had a history already. I mean, not justifying the shooting before, people want to start going that route. I'm just stating the facts here from watching these videos. So, and let's see. Was that once tonight we got called retarded? Is that it?
Yeah, we got called liberals once and retarded once.
And we've been at it an hour and 30 minutes and only one retarded. That's good, dude.
Not bad.
That's fucking good.
Honestly.
It's usually how we start the show off. Look at these fucking retards. So anyway. What's this one? If you take a gun where the opposite have a gun, then you in war. I guess. But like I said, I don't think the gun played a major part in this until they were already tussling, you know. They were already trying to take this guy down for whatever reason. And then, like I said, that's when the gun was noticed. So
damn, Ricardo's one of us.
Nice.
Well, and just a question, you know, like I said, jumping into chats for a little bit. If the weapons are involved, how is it a peaceful protest? And like we're saying, this weapon itself on this guy wasn't brandished at all. So as far as they know, he didn't have a gun on him. They had no idea until they knew, you know, and by that time it was already an altercation. So
yeah, because the weapons don't make it not peaceful. I have a peaceful drive to work every fucking day, and I've got a gun on me.
You got a gun, yeah.
So the weapon doesn't make it an unpeaceful anything, you know? No. It's what you do with the weapon, which in this case seemed to be nothing, you know?
I can't reach mine, but I mean, I've got one sitting over there, and I'm pretty peaceful right now.
So
you know, but like I said, with this case, it didn't start off because of a gun, though. That's the problem. So, we got another retard, but it ain't coming at us. Only retards think you can fuck with the feds. So
I think it's a terrible decision.
Yeah,
I saw a
terrible decision.
comment earlier that said Kyle Rittenhouse was going around shooting innocent people with a machine gun.
That's what he was
doing.
Is that
what was going on? Who said that?
Yeah. It's weird.
Somebody in the chat?
Where you at? Come to the front of the congregation.
A machine gun. I haven't
machine
heard that
gun.
since I was 12. You're going around shooting people with a machine gun. Like, oh my God. That's another, you know, that is another one of those cases that you were going to judge that by whatever side you aligned with, because you cannot listen to that trial. If you watch any of that trial, if you watched any of the evidence, heard any of the evidence, there's no way in your sane mind you can say that he didn't have all the right in the world to defend himself. Now, you might want to argue and say he shouldn't have been there, but that wasn't unlawful for him to be there. He had all the right in the world, just like they bitch about these protesters have all the right in the world to be there. Well, you can't have one way and not have another. I mean, if they have all the right to be there, then Rittenhouse had all the right in the world to be there. And once they tried to attack him, well, he had all the right in the world to defend himself, and he did a fucking good job at it. So
yes, he did.
I mean, fuck around and you find out, you know, and that's what happened with the Rittenhouse shit. Now, you're never going to get everybody to agree on that because, you know, they're fucking, you know, BLM is always right. And that's just what it boils down to for a lot of those people. But bring a gun to a protest is bad. It's called
that was somebody else's comment. Yeah, no. So he was responding to somebody else, and I was going to respond to the same comment, but it is the Second Amendment. But I think so. It's your right to do that, and if you're willing to take the risk, because maybe it's not even law enforcement or federal agents that you have an issue with by bringing a gun to a protest, right?
Yeah.
You may have issues with other people. If you're willing to accept the risks of having, you know, trouble with other people, then it's 100% your right to bring a gun to a protest.
Yeah. Well, and look, this is a damn good point right here that I'm pulling up. You can bring a gun to a protest, but don't get into a physical altercation with the police while armed. And it's so true. At least tell them, hey, I'm fucking, look, I'm armed. I'm not trying to look. I got a gun behind me. Fucking comply when you have a weapon on you. How fucking hard is that? You see it all the time with these videos when people get pulled over. You know what I mean? They get pulled over. They got a fucking gun in the car. They want to start acting like a fucking idiot. And then they either reach for the gun or whatever goes on. They get shot, and all of a sudden it's the fucking cop's fault. And it's like, whether you think you're right or wrong in a situation when you're dealing with a person, a law enforcement, a federal agent, whatever, the easiest thing to do is fucking comply, especially if you have a fucking weapon on you. it's not going to work out in your favor. And why is that such a hard concept for people? I mean, this guy knew he had a gun on him. So you're going to go wrestle around with fucking federal officers that are armed? Oh, God. Don't make any sense, man. Don't make any sense. And it gets me. It's frustrating because people are dying when they don't need to be. They don't need to be. All Renee Good had to do was stop when he was telling her to get the fuck out the car. Told her multiple times, get out the car. Get out the car. And what did she do? No, had a stupid fucking grin on her face and decided, I'm going to leave the fucking area because I can. And, well, look where she's at now. So how did that work out for her?
Didn't work out well.
You know? No. And this guy here, well, I'm going to fight with the fucking officers because I can. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. You got a gun on you. They spotted the gun. Now he's dead. I mean, right or wrong, he's still dead. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was justified or if it wasn't. He's still fucking dead. It's a shame, man. Nobody should have been dying with this shit when they're out there just, trying to crack down on immigration. And now U.S. citizens are dying. Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous. Yeah, maybe Trump needs to step in.
Impersonating a police officer?
Kyle was? Rittenhouse?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
It's this Eric Klein guy. He's the one who said the original comment about machine gun and shooting innocent people.
How was he impersonating a police? He never once said I was a police officer. Said he was doing security. That's the 100%. That's different.
That's what he was there
different
for.
Than claiming you're a police officer because he was there. He was trying to secure a private business. I mean, look, go down this Rittenhouse shit because it's just old, but that's another argument that you'll never win, with that side. But as far as this case, man, I don't think it's the last one we're going to see. Because they're not ending this shit unless Trump steps in and ends it. But do you think Trump's giving in on this?
No. If anything, he'll go harder.
Exactly. If anything, he's going to say, well, you want to fight? Guess what? Now we're sending more. Because I want to say some of them are sending a National Guard in there, to try to get a hold of this shit. Man, they got to do something, bro. They got to do something when people are getting shot by agents. Whether it's their fault, not their fault, whatever. Point is, people are fucking dying. So something's got to happen, man.
Minors can absolutely possess a gun. Yeah, state by state. In Louisiana, you can. Minors can possess really any firearm. Now, it's got to be for specific reasons here, but that's just state laws.
Yeah.
But the blanket minors can't possess guns is crazy.
Let's see what watch the video. You can see them pick up the gun, and like 2 or 3 seconds later, you see ICE agent by the guy's head, start shooting him. The guy was, and we said that.
Yeah, and it wasn't on the ground. They pulled it out of his holster that was on his back.
Right. So if you watch the video, you'll see that one of the officers actually disarmed him. He's seen it in his back, in his little belt there, and he grabbed the gun and decided to walk off with it, I guess, without telling the other agents. And, well, somebody's screaming gun, and then boom. So,
F your videos, buddy.
Hey, that's not nice. Man, F your videos. So what does that mean? Like, fuck,
I don't know.
Is he talking about the videos that we're pulling up? The actual videos of the incident? Man, fuck them videos. It's like, well, that's how you draw your conclusion on this. I don't know. They murdered that man. I'm almost agree with that, man. It's a tough word, but I'm almost there myself that there was no reason to shoot that guy. I mean, it doesn't take away all blame from the guy that got shot, but yeah, I don't think they had to go there with it. So what are we watching? Man, fuck your videos, man.
Yeah, watching Tan Shirt, Gank Buddy's gun again, since it's a discussion in the comments. Figured I'd pull it back up, and so his gun's right here, and now it's not.
No, it's not. Yeah, it was never on the ground.
And there he goes. He's got the gun. This guy here.
See, that shot went off right there, dude. Poor guy, man. It didn't need to get to that, bro. It really didn't. I mean, I don't know. It's not cool. I mean, I don't care what side you're on. It's not cool at all.
Look at Tan Shirt walking away with his fucking gun.
He looks so like
just nonchalant.
Yeah, like what are you doing? He don't even turn around to tell people.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, get this idiot off the screen.
Is that him?
No,
that's Alex
fucking
Jones.
Jones.
Oh.
That's the one that Sandy Hook was a hoax. It's all crisis actors. But yeah, that guy, he, like you said, he was so nonchalant, and he wasn't even turning around, telling the officers, "Hey, I got the gun. I got his firearm. He just didn't give a fuck that they're over there popping off shots. That's crazy, dude. I don't know what the fuck his deal was.
Yeah, I don't understand either. It's so odd. Like he just kind of trotted away and looked back like he was in a fucking action movie,
No, it was just that was an odd reaction by that guy, man. Very odd. Democrats hate America, and that makes them the enemy. They tend to, and they actually had to say it. I don't even think that's a secret, huh? I mean, that's all they do is bitch about this country. I mean, that's it. That's all they do. How oppressive it is and this, that, and other, but I don't see any of them packing up and leaving, but they sure do bitch a lot. They fucking hate this place, man. And it's like, look, it's an easy way out of here. Very easy.
It's almost like they should just leave.
Yeah, that's an odd thing to me.
Chris, who are you angry at?
I hope it ain't me, bro.
I'm trying to figure out if it's us or not. Because
I love everybody.
I don't want to,
Yeah, don't go off on the fucking chats no more.
I'm sorry.
At the wrong person.
My bad.
Get off your fat ass chair and sit back down, and we will
time it. Because he's saying that it all happened in 3 seconds, like it happened quick. So I don't know whose side he's on, who's mad
fat?
at. I'm not sure. Yeah.
That's the fat one here. I'll be the fat one. Fuck it. Let me see.
Hell yeah.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I'll take it. Let's do a side profile. Let's see if I can get it fat. I'll try to get it out. No, it ain't working. Fuck. I'm all fucking just straight beef, man. You don't want none of that. All 150 pounds of me. They don't want this.
Typical Republican behavior.
Typical Republican.
Matt said you're a fucking lard ass. So there's that.
Thanks, Matt. I'll take it though. I've been called worse. I got called a liberal earlier. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna keep me up all night.
The insect hour? Did you mean
3
incest?
douchebags? 3 douchebags.
They're using big words.
Yeah, they are. Government doesn't care about its citizens. The government is corrupt as fuck. I do. See, now he's on my level. Oh, I pulled up the wrong comment. The comment. Y'all stop in the chat. Y'all going too fast. I can't pull the right one up.
There it is.
Government doesn't care about its citizens. Government. Dude, look. Yeah. I know it's the first time probably listening to this show, but my God, do we harp on that, man? Fuck this government, man. Fuck both sides. All these politicians, they're just so fucking corrupt. Every single one of them. It's all one big fucking game that they're playing and pitting us against each other. And that's why people are out there getting shot by ICE agents. And it's all to do with these politicians, It's all to do with these politicians just, I don't want to say forcing, because they're not making anybody do anything, but they're getting people to choose sides, with all of their rhetoric and their bullshit. And some people are hardcore with it, man. They can't think for themselves. They need a cult leader. Cult leader is the politicians that they listen to. And now they're out there blowing whistles and getting in the face of fucking agents that are trying to do their job. And they're the ones losing their life. It ain't the politicians. It's the last time you seen a politician out in that bullshit, fighting and blowing whistles.
Never.
Pull up, show me those videos. The politicians,
never.
Yeah, out there fighting with you while you're out there doing this shit. I mean, it's crazy, man. People willing to die for these politicians. That's fucking nuts.
Media stirs up shit.
Well, yeah,
that is the truth. That's all they do.
So what we just said, yeah, the media, politicians, it's all the same, man. You're right. They buck people up, man, and go get involved in this nonsense. Bucking me up.
Me too, Shadow.
I need a drink.
Shadow Band said I'd like the opportunity to open up a government-funded daycare.
I'd like the opportunity. Fuck, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all want to bother these people some more? Or y'all want to wrap it up?
Ask
the chat. Should we get the fuck off of here?
What y'all think? Y'all tired of seeing our fucking liberal, Republican, Nazi, gay faces?
Yeah, I think we beat this. Until some more evidence comes out. Probably done beat this one to death. There ain't much more to say about it, man.
No, there's really not. I mean,
Just
I've watched.
Unfortunate. No matter what side of it you're on, it's unfortunate, And I don't think it's the last of it, unless Trump decides to pull everybody back. But I don't see that happening.
No.
Wow. Only one person said stay.
Well, that says it there. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. I know y'all watching. I see the fucking numbers on the screen. Hit subscribe. We do this 3 times a week or so. We just get on here, talk some shit about the latest headlines, let y'all cuss us out, call us retarded, and whatever y'all want to do, we'll take it. It's all in good fun, right? Just trying to have some discussions, man. Trying to open up some eyes here to stop going by what your fucking side wants you to believe. Just analyze the evidence and make a fucking educated decision. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So somebody's in denial. Eric said we're in denial. I don't know if he's talking to us.
I don't think so, because his comments aren't really lining up with what we're saying. So maybe. I don't know. He loves us. It's the second episode
They
back.
all love us. Hit subscribe right now. Let's get off of here. These people are tired of hearing us. So, man, we appreciate it. We appreciate y'all chiming in. Really, even the hate comments.
Watching.
No, seriously, yeah, it's what makes us keep wanting to get on here. I love interacting with everybody and getting opinions. I just wish some people could
see both sides.
Just fucking
chill the fuck
with
out,
us.
Maybe.
Yeah, chill out. They start with the stupid name calling, and then right there you just blow off their opinion. But hey, it is what it is. We're adults. We can take it. So till next time, everybody fuck off, and we'll see y'all probably Monday evening. So y'all be good. Peace.